Guys, it's Trevor with Embers Living. I got two brand new Napoleon electric fireplaces behind me. They are new to market. I love it when new electric fireplaces come out because we usually see some awesome, cool stuff. Napoleon, it's been too long since you come out with new electrics. That's also why I'm excited to review these today. Let's go, baby. All right, don't forget guys, if you're in the Denver, Colorado area, come visit our showroom today. You can see all of our electric fireplaces, all of our barbecues, whatever you're in the market for. Come and check them out in person. Also, if you haven't seen our new golf retail store, yeah, that's right, a golf retail store, check out our other channel. We started a whole new channel and we sell full golf equipment. If you're into golf and fireplaces, this is like the superstore to be at. All right, last order of business. If you like what you learn in my electric fireplace videos and we teach you what electric fireplace to buy, do the courteous thing and give us the first stab at buying it from us, because we put a lot of time and money. We got Chris on payroll, is that right, Chris? Yeah. So we put a lot of time and energy into these videos. And so if you like what you learn and you appreciate the content that we give you, give us first stab at the business. I certainly appreciate it and it helps me to continue to make great content like this. All right, let's talk Napoleon. So like I said, it's been a while since Napoleon's come out with new electrics. Two totally different electrics here. The Astound is gonna be more of, I use this term loosely, but more of your budget guy. I'm gonna go through some of the features of it. And then the Luminex is gonna be one of their more premium models. So let's start with the Astound and then we'll get to the Luminex. So, the Astound is just your basic LED lighting type electric fireplace, which you can see in our showroom is a dime a dozen. Now it's not a bad thing, but it's just more commonplace, I guess you should say. So what's really cool, what we like about the Astound is actually, before I get into the Wi-Fi, let's talk about one of the most unique things about this electric fireplace. It's called a flex mount, and what it means by that is, see, it's kind of like unfinished here. And so usually what happens is sometimes people want to put in an electric fireplace and they are either renting an apartment or they don't want to pay a contractor to build a wall out for this to hide in, or the wall isn't deep enough to fit this. There could be various obstacles on why you couldn't install this. All right, and in the past, if you wanted something decent, nothing attractive looking really comes in a wall mount option. Usually those are budget models or Amazon models that are super base grade and just look chintzy. So what I really like that Napoleon's done is they give you don't even have to buy it extra, it just comes with it. It's like a full finishing trim kit that trims out this fireplace all the way around and just gives you nice clean black lines. And so this unit is one of the only ones that I know of that's gonna be feature rich, that gives you the option to wall mount. And that's really, in my opinion, the niche that this fills, because quite frankly, there's a lot of electric fireplaces already to market that look very, very similar to this on the inside. I mean, you're looking at one right here, the Amante bespoke unit. It's been out forever. Doesn't look a lot different. Let's just be frank about it, all right? However, the fact that we're gonna have all of these features with the ability to wall mount really opens up this product line to a bunch of customers that didn't have access to this. So that's really cool. All right, let's talk flame. Now I mentioned that it's an LED model, it is a wall mount model, and I guess for lack of a better term, I hate saying this word, it's a budget model. What I mean by that is you basically, in the 74 inch is under $3,000. There's not a lot of electric fireplaces that I know of that have this many features that are that big and under $3,000. They're just not. So obviously the first thing you can see me looking at it here is gonna be that it does have Wi-Fi control. So we can go over here and let's just play with the flames and see what we can get out of the visuals first of all. Let's see how helpful this app is. So we have flame speed. All right, so we can speed up the flame. I always like it just right in the middle. We can control, there's a pulse setting. Let's see what that does. All right, so see how our ember bed is sort of pulsating? And then we can control the brightness. Now in our flame, we have two colors. We have orange and yellow, so we can adjust that to what we want. So for example, that's orange only flame. And then we can make it, let me show you what it looks like, yellow only. And you're probably noticing on camera, and I kind of noticed it too, it's like almost like the flame, maybe the camera's not picking it up, but it's almost like a flickering, almost like it almost looks like a delayed effect. Now that is on purpose, it's a flickering feature to make it look like a real fire. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think it hurts anything, it's not bothering me, but I don't know how much it really enhances it either. What do you think, Chris? Am I the only one seeing that, or you noticed it too?
I see it.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to describe, but I could take or leave that. So we got our two flame colors. There it is on max control. And then we have a top night light. Let me turn that off so we can see what it looks like without it. Definitely looks better with it on, I feel like. Let's turn that on. And we can auto cycle that color too. So I think the top night light helps hide or show off our log set. The app control, let me show you a quick little tip at home. If you're playing with the app and you're trying to change the color of the lights, it would appear to me like the color actually won't change until you change it and swipe out of it. I find that extremely annoying. So the app is not my favorite, but that's a little tip for you at home. Also, just noticing, I have to get after our operations guys, Chris. Who the heck sets up a log like that? That's a weird looking place for a log, don't you think?
Yeah.
So don't mind that. You can change that how you want. So that's the app control. It does fully function, does work with Google and Alexa. One thing I wanted to mention, also, what else is really cool is it does have the capability for 10,000 BTU. So it does have a big heater in it where you can wire to 240. It does have boost mode where you can ask for extra heat, and then eco mode where you can basically have it running efficient with just a trickle of heat or no heat at all. Of course, you can take the logs in and out. You can do crushed glass. You can do your own media. But yet, you know, visually, I'm not going to elaborate on it a ton because there's not a lot of new technology here. But let me just kind of give you a run through on this, why this is a good unit to look at. If you need a wall mount option, this is probably one of the best. If you like feature-rich features like Wi-Fi control, app control, the ability for extra heat, and all the color combos that we talked about, the fact that it can wire to 240, the fact that it can wall mount, and a 74 inches under $3,000, it checks a lot of boxes. That's the reason to buy this, but you're not necessarily buying it for like all the new technology because it already exists in a lot of fireplaces, but they have captured a nice little niche that I talked about. All right, let's get on to the Luminex. All right, this is the Luminex. It does come as a 3-sided opening, and you can get it single-sided or open corner or all 3 corners open. Now, Napoleon here is venturing more into the virtual fireplaces category, which is probably the fastest growing electric category. Originally adopted by Dimplex, Orion by Modern Flames has really made it mainstream. And then the Net Zero has a really cool double flame model that's going to be like our ultra premium, very expensive model. So Napoleon has entered this realm or this space in the technology field. Now I will have a versus video coming out on all these virtual fireplaces eventually. So there will be a virtual fireplaces side-by-side review coming soon because there are enough of them now where I could probably even make like a top 5 of that. But let's talk about what Napoleons can do. So you can see this is one of the bigger models. What I like about it, it is a clean face design. I like the tall glass. It is a little bit deeper, which allows for a bigger log set. And I think it looks good. Again, it does have Wi-Fi controls. Let's go through some of the Wi-Fi features here. Now this has to be built in, all right? There's no wall mounting this guy. Again, we can control the heater from here. Now, as far as flame goes, we have 3 flame choices. So this is the wood flame. Let's go to the gas flame. So there it gives you a gas burning flame and then a dancing flame. I don't know, what do you like, Chris?
I like the first one.
Yeah, the wood burner?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try that one. Let's go with the wood burner. And then within that, you can change the colors. So we can go blue. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 colors. Huh, that's interesting. 6 colors. 6 colors and 3 flame patterns. All right, I'll get to that in a second. Brightness controls. So we have 3 settings for brightness. So like in an evening where it's really dark, sometimes the less bright option might be better, but in this showroom it looks pretty good that way. Let's look at the top night light. Let's see if we like that or not. Let's shut it off. I kind of like it off, don't you?
Yeah.
And then of course we have our ember bed, which we can set as pulsating, and we can auto cycle colors. All right, there's more of a natural color with the logs off. Top night light is off, and then we do have audio. So you can hear the audio. I do think it sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty authentic. And of course we can turn that on and off. So there it is off. So a lot to like with this. Again, feature rich. It does have the ability for same thing, same thermostat, 10,000 BTUs, heater can be on or off. So the only thing I can see that it's missing as far as features go is we don't have the ability to change the flame speed, which is kind of a big deal. I think you'd want to be able to change that. That might be a little fast for people, although we do have the flame options that we can toggle through. So there's our gas burning option. And I think what's really cool about this unit, it is well priced. So it is one of the better priced units out there. And the screen does seem a little bit brighter. It does have like a nice brightness to it. All right, what are my final thoughts on the 2 Napoleons? I think they're great. Napoleon has been needing these for a really long time. They have been late to updating their electric fireplaces, so I think they've made a nice little catalog with the Astound series, more of a budget-friendly model, and then the Luminex series is gonna be more of their premium model. So I think it's really important for them to get these models to market. And I love the niche that Astound fills. Although it's not doing a whole lot new technology-wise, it does fill a nice niche, which I think is important. But let's get to the Luminex. If you've watched any of my other videos, does this electric fireplace look familiar to you? Does it look familiar to you, Chris?
Yes.
What's it look like?
Audit flames?
Yeah, it looks just like an Orion. My only complaint, and this is just from me, this is more from my aspect, not the consumers, is it's like an Orion, but more affordable, which isn't necessarily a complaint. So this is not a dig on Napoleon. So I love working with Napoleon. I've been working with them for 15 years. In fact, when I started my company, the only wholesale account I could get was Napoleon. They're the only ones that gave me an account. So I have a special place in my heart for Napoleon. I love Napoleon products. I was just stating the facts that it looks very, very similar to an Orion, just at a cheaper price point. Not my favorite thing in the world. So these are the 2 new electrics. I do think there's a great market for the Luminex, obviously being more affordable. It's gonna be more desirable to a lot of consumers. And then the Astound, I actually think the Astound fills a lot more niches than the Luminex does. So that's my review of the new Napoleons. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. We'll see you guys next time.